Morning, girls. How are we doing? We are back here with Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty of the Maryland with Reverts. And I guess it is, we're finally back with her again because she returned late last night. I don't know, I might have been in bed or I might have been busy. I didn't notice until like this morning. So she came back and then it was pretty shortly after she suddenly deleted the live stream. I was tempted to go and have a wee look at it, but it was like an hour and 15 minutes long. And I know the general consensus of it is that it's fairly boring, but I saw that there is like a 19-minute compilation by JustSayin. And I thought, you know what, because I saw there's a couple of them, and I went with this one because it's the longest, so it probably has the most content in it. And I thought, why not? We'll have a look, see what's up, see if it's any fun. Foodie Beauty goes live after asking Chantal for permission. She is in Canada at her aunt's place. It's like she really wanted to include as much information as possible in that title, just so you really knew what you're getting in for. I feel like there should be a spoiler warning in some of this. I guess we're just going to get straight into it on 1.25 speed. Let's go.
I just want to say, how do you guys
You're
freaking
quiet.
miss you? Sorry, I freaking missed you. Are you guys happy to see me?
You're fucking. I mean, freaking. If you already said it, there's no point correcting it because YouTube's not going to be. Okay. You changed it to fudging. Fine, I'll let you off with that one.
So happy to see you. So, hi, babe. Thank you. I sound beautiful. My glasses.
I'm not. No, I don't know if I entirely agree with that. Why do your glasses sit so high? It's very rare I see someone and their full eyebrows included within their glasses lens.
Thanks, Hubbard, Lizzie. Iced coffee.
Hi.
I don't know. I feel like, like I'm coming down. Not like I'm not sick, but like run down a bit.
Wow.
Where am I? Where do you think I am?
How unlike you. I'm sorry. If you can't travel without like actually fucking dying, that's probably a big you problem. I can't wait for her to like, I don't know, claim to be jet lagged or something like that. Because, you know, of course, that's what she always claims anytime she goes back to Canada. Well, I guess also Thailand now, because both times she went to Thailand, she did exactly that. And she claimed to be sick/jet lagged for about 4 weeks. But 4 weeks worth of being jet lagged. And then she finally left the room and she immediately got the shits. I was like, I have to stay in again. Oh no, guys, I was really excited for going out and exploring. I've heard that apparently she is in her aunt's house, and I heard that she's very unsubtle about that, and people have worked it out pretty quickly.
Yeah. I'm staying with someone, but I'm not going to say who I'm with. Like, you know, you guys could probably guess, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to, you know. I mean, I've been to my...
Why bring it up at all? It's so weird. Why bring it up? Like, do you guess where I am? I mean, somewhere. I'm actually someone where I know, but I'm not going to tell you. But, you know, you probably will find out anyway. It's like, maybe just like don't bring it up. Are you aware? Like I realize that Foodie Beauty doesn't really have many people who actually talk to her in her comment section, in the live chat or anything like that. So it probably is harder for her to ignore certain like posts and questions. But you can't just ignore certain posts and questions that you don't want to answer. Like as a streamer myself, it's not that difficult. You can look across, see someone asking something that you really don't want to say, and you just be, and then you can just move on with your life. You don't need to ask. You don't need to ask it out loud. It doesn't
my
need to
mom's house?
escape.
Yes, I'm in Canada. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Probably not that hard to figure out. Chicken tender. Yeah, I'm at home. Now, I want to like just say.
Was he answering a chicken tender? Was she fantasizing with chicken tenders there?
Yeah, it could be my aunts. Could be another family member. Whatever, you know.
Do you have any other family members? I've never heard her talk about any other family member outside of her mom, her sister, who I think she claims still lives with her mom, and her aunt, and also, I guess, her biological dad, but I don't think they're in touch if she has to ask via live stream for her dad to sue FFG.
I have a home here anymore, so I have to stay with, you know, people I know. Or
Did you ever?
So might have stayed at a hotel. Hotels are expensive here, though. I already had to.
Yeah, when I think of hotel, I think of what the fuck's going on back here?
Like, babe. But like, so I was so like, whenever like you found out how much I had to rent a car. That is pretty expensive for the amount of time that I'm here. Oh shoot.
Sure.
So no, yeah, I can drive.
Yeah, I can. Well, of course you can drive. You have a license. Well, I assume she still have her license. Renting a car, I don't know how much use that would be to her. I've never really bought the Kia thing. I'm assuming that was probably like a lie thrown in there because she tried to do this whole like finality thing earlier this year. Was like, I am literally never going back to Canada again, guys. I even sold my Kia, and I said, well, I don't think she'll sell a Kia because she thinks it is like part of her celebrity iconness. She thinks it's like a relic. I don't personally think she ever sold the Kia. I think that was just a LARP to try and lie to people and try and make the Kuwait thing seem more real. I think she probably just tried the Kia. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we will get to see the inside of the rental car at some point, but I still think the Kia is there.
Not too long, but I'm gonna be here for a little while yet.
Why are you so big?
Celebrate Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I don't know. The artwork. Yeah, you think so? Maybe my aunts. I've been here for a little bit.
Maybe give me my answer. Why did you even just ignore the question, you weirdo? Oh, that's it. Yeah, actually, she did have like a full meltdown on her community tab post afterwards. And it was like so weird because the general gist of it, because she obviously deleted them within minutes. Apparently, she was like watching the YouTube Underground, Yabba. Apparently, she was watching her and like, I guess, live tweeting at her using the community tab post, just getting really upset about things. Like, upset that there's a lady called Dell on Twitter who like had made a chart, I think, outlining her visa runs. She's like, there are people out here making charts. As if she thinks that that's like a PhD level study. And this, like Dell, she spent like, I don't know, 6 months compiling this information in like a dungeon somewhere, going through an archive to find all of this information. But of course, there's a big song and dance about how dare you people tell me that I need to tell you everything about my life, which I don't think I've ever heard anyone say. Because she pretty much is just saying, well, I don't lie, I just hold back information. But she actually does like lie, like constantly about things. It's not just withholding information. Okay, so imagine, you know, I go to Japan. So I'm going to Japan. I went to Japan there in like what, August, September-ish time. So I went to Japan like August, September. So imagine if I said to you guys, okay, I'm going on holiday and I'm going to Canada, for example. And then I say, okay, I go to Canada, but it's actually found out that I went to Japan. Well, that's a lie because I lied to you to tell you where I was going. But if I just said, I'm going on holiday, that is not a lie. That's just a general thing. I'm not being specific. I'm holding back information from you, but I'm not lying to you about where I'm going. There is difference in holding back information and actively lying. The problem with her is that she has to lie because she can't say it's a visa run. So it always has to be like I had to rush back here because I needed medical treatment. Oh, I had to rush back here because I need psychological treatment. Oh, I had to go to Thailand because we were meant to be going on a family holiday together, but then Salah got stuck in a work emergency that was resolved literally the day I left, and he was always just in my chats. That's it. Those are lies.
But yeah, I just spent some time like on a break. It was really nice, honestly. I did still film things, so I don't know how much of a break it is. Am I bored of Canada? I look happy. I'm not bored of Canada. No, I still have a lot I have to do.
Does she look happy? She looks like fucking miserable. She looks as miserable as she did in Thailand. And I know a lot of people like when she was in Thailand consider her happy. Well, yeah, she was when she was eating, but she wasn't just the general state because she is just like a miserable person. She doesn't seem happy here.
But like, because I'm not here for as long of a time as usual. My flight, actually,
You're not here for as long as a time as usual. The fact that she can't even say how long she's staying for is just weird as well. I'm sorry, I never get this. I realize she always tries to pretend that it's due to like public safety, that there's going to be assassination attempts made on her at the airport or something like that. She's like a public figure going through the airport, but it's just clearly not the case. I'm not here for as long. Like, how long was she last time? The last couple of times, she was only here for like 2 weeks. Like, I think it was like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks she was in Canada the last couple of times.
I have a whole video coming out later about my whole travel, okay?
Oh, yay!
Well, you know, I think it was just like, this was very, very, very last minute and impromptu, okay? I didn't...
Immediately glances to the side. She has claimed that about every single return to Canada. Every single return to Canada. And try to remember, this is the woman who is like super broke. Like, she, you know, goes to Thailand because it's the cheapest possible country that she could go to for her visa runs when she has to stay out of the country for 30 days. But she's trying to claim, oh yeah, last minute, guys, I got a seat on a fucking plane at Christmas time to fly halfway across the world. Yeah, just on a whim, guys, just on a whim.
I've been planning this for a long time. No, I don't have a Kia. I have a rent-a-car. Ordered some Cornwall pizza because, oh, it's the best.
What is up?
Why did I leave Hey Daily Dose? Why did I leave Salah alone for Christmas? Because he doesn't celebrate Christmas. He's Muslim. So it's not.
So are you? What? So are you? I snorted there. Did you hear the gear turn in my head there? I was just like, what? I was gonna say, well, he's still your husband. Like, you know, like you could still have hung out with him. Allegedly, you could have brought him to Canada if you are to believe. You could have brought him with you, but instead it was just like, no, he's a Muslim. Why would he celebrate Christmas? Why are you here for Christmas then?
This thing. I don't celebrate Christmas either, but I didn't celebrate. I just like I
here.
didn't decorate the tree or anything. I was like, no, I'm not gonna I'm gonna be here with you guys.
Guys, I see. My thing is, I can show up and accept presents, but help decorate? No, I'm a Muslim now. By you guys, I'm a Muslim, not help make Christmas. Guys, how are you not understanding this? I am a Muslim now. Okay, I can't help decorate. I can't help clean afterwards. I can't help cook. I can't buy you gifts. But yeah, okay. Well, it'd be rude for me to not take part in Christmas dinner and for me to receive the gifts that you guys buy. That would be ignorant of me.
Guys, And I can show you guys like the different festivities we have, like traditionally and stuff on video, no problem. But I didn't partake.
You haven't done that the entire time you were actually in Canada. I don't imagine you're going back to Canada for like the third Christmas in a fucking row to like, I don't know, film the cultural festivities you're doing. Like what?
And he's like celebrating like on a religious, come to steal Pete's money. I would not ask Pete for a dime. Okay, yeah. Why would I do that?
Why would I do that? He'd just give it to me because I manipulate the fuck out of him. Yeah, you probably wouldn't because you're not that unsubtle. Even when she was doing that big song and dance where she was like dry begging, because she does dry beg all the time. She always gets upset people saying that she begged, but she does dry beg all the time. Like last time she was in Canada where she kept making a point about how sad she was, that she was going to get Sam back, but oh no, I don't actually have a house, so I can't get Sam back, and I just really want him back, guys. And like kind of hint, by the way, my PayPal is below. She never directly asked for money. She just kept saying how broke she was, how she couldn't afford a house, how she needed to buy furniture, how everything was going wrong. If she couldn't make it work here in Canada, that was her life pretty much over because she was here to try and get weight loss surgery and she would die if she couldn't get it, but she was trying to make it work, but she was so broke. It was pure dry begging. And for some reason, I guess, I'm taking the same approach, I'm assuming, with Pete's again.
Don't accept gifts? No, I did. Yeah, I did accept gifts because, I don't know, they were bought for me. I said no gifts because I was coming so late. Sure. Like, why? I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense. So you're coming super last minute. Why would there be gifts for you? Like, why would they have bought you gifts? They didn't know you were coming because you came super last minute. So how could you accept gifts? Were they just buying gifts to, I don't know, give to the tree? To give to the tree on behalf? Because you've already made a point that it is ridiculously expensive to post anything out to Kuwait. Remember, she complained all the time about the clothes that she bought, that she had to leave them all behind, and it was so hard for her because she couldn't even post them to Kuwait because it was so expensive to send them across. So what were they doing with the gifts? Obviously, they couldn't post them to you because it'd be too expensive. So what were they going to do with the gifts if it was super last minute? So if you show up the day before Christmas, how would they have gifts prepared for you?
No, where they had time to get gifts. You want to see one of my gifts? I'm not going to show you everything because I have some videos. Oh, but not everyone watches my live stream.
That's so embarrassing. Oh, I have to do it on a video. Yeah, because most people don't watch my live stream, so I have to do it on a video so you guys know why. It's not important. Like, you don't need to make sure everyone in the audience knows exactly what you got. No, the reason why you're not showing it on live stream is because everyone who watches you does watch your live streams. Your live streams generally get more views than your videos nowadays because your videos generally get really poor views, especially like Christmas haul ones. Like haul ones in general for her get like no views whatsoever. The reason why she's not doing it on live stream is because she wants these people to then go and watch the video as well, because that's just how sad she is. She has to like plan her life, even like Christmas presents around, well, how can I try and monetize this? Because I'm so fucking broke. I need to be able to try and work this into a video. And it's like, hey, what I got for Christmas? It's like, no one cares, Foodie.
Streams. Miss Dior.
Wow. Yeah. Your mom's saying you stink.
Isn't that cool? It's really strong.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
Then you must really fucking stink. If your mom ever gets you really, really, really strong perfume, it's a sign.
Though.
Wow.
I am not eating Burger King. I came here to eat Burger King. No way. Look at my page up. It's freaking running up my chins.
But you're... What? But I guarantee you are going to eat a Burger King. I don't think anyone implies you actually came here solely for Burger King.
We need to swipe Pete's debit card. Yeah, I'm going to go take all his inheritance, apparently.
Yep.
Like, what? As if
probably.
Mental health break for 8 days, still not bad. It was 8 days. So I passed my drama challenge. Actually, I'm going to keep this drama challenge thing going. So yeah, at least I stuck.
I bet that really works out well for you. Oh wait, never mind. I saw your community tab post that you instantly deleted. And also this stream. So I'm assuming she probably gets into drama during the stream as well.
Something for 7 days. I've had puts in. Oh yes, I have.
Oh, I have had poutine. Yeah. Yeah, see, you guys are stupid for thinking I was coming here to eat Burger King. No, I had poutine. Yeah, I did. I'll prove it too. I probably filmed it as well. It's just so embarrassing, bro. You're like 40 years old, and you're like, yeah, I was able to not get upset at the internet for 7 days. Showed you all. You're an adult.
And I did a video.
Of course, that's right.
My family really does. Christmas dinner, we had Chinese food. The dill pickle flavored fry. I had lots of.
What? For Christmas dinner, you had Chinese food. That doesn't make sense. Maybe at your aunt's house, maybe you had like Chinese food, but I can't imagine they would just do Chinese food suddenly for no reason. I wouldn't get that. Especially when she's talking about she's here for the cultural traditions, and part of the tradition is Christmas dinner.
Some dill pickle chips, I'm not gonna lie. So that's bad. That's one of the things I don't like about coming back here is how much I feel like I have to try eat all the food that I love so much. I just want to eat a box of stovetop. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, why?
Sad. Like, why? You're 500 pounds. Did you hear that I started saying 400 pounds and I just changed it halfway through to 500 pounds? Because you're 500 pounds. That's why.
You don't think it's a little trippy that somebody did that? Like, come on. Why can't I just be left alone? Should we test your blood glucose? No.
No.
No, I do test it. I have all my stuff here, all my medicines.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, I do test it, though, in the background. I guarantee it is fucking syrup. Oh, she immediately is, like, looking down now as she's talking about this. Reminding her of her mortality has made her sad.
But I did have a Shomar pudding. There's too much good food here, guys. It's insane.
But you say that about Q8 as well. You made a big point that Q8 is just better than Canada in terms of food because it's so much more multicultural.
You know? And I just realized how much Salah does help me with this. I know, you know, we still had chocolate bars and things, but compared to like when I'm here, I don't have anyone telling me not to eat things. Like, so
is that it? Like subtle shade at your aunt and your mom and your sister and all? Because I'm sure they probably are like, do you really need thirds of Christmas dinner? Is that why they had to get Chinese? Because you ate all of the Christmas dinner and they were hungry afterwards and they needed to order Chinese. And of course, you decided to dip in with that as well. It's kind of like unsubtle shades at the family. Also, I'm going to make a point that your health has never been worse. You have gained like, I don't know, like 50, 60, 100 pounds since going to Q8. So how is being Salah around you better for your health?
Salah at least, you know, usually cares about what I eat more.
Does he? I feel like I need to quote the great interaction where it turns out that you had snuck in and eaten all of his ice cream one time. And he goes, you sneaky sneak, you ate my ice cream. And then Foodie, of course, went, at him for a while. Now, yeah, it sounds like Salah really helped you there.
This was a very impromptu decision, as usual. Like, I didn't have it planned for like months and months. You know, even when you guys would ask me, like, I know it's recycling. Are you gonna go to Canada? I was like, no. And then all of a sudden,
sure.
No, not all of a sudden. It wasn't like 2 days in advance kind of planning.
It's just so weird that every single Christmas you seem to end up there. It's so crazy.
I don't know. I was just talking with my family, and I guess I kind of missed. It's like weird because like when I'm in Kuwait, I do miss them always, but like I mean, missing Canada wise, I sometimes miss Canada around like things like comfort times, like the holidays. But then when I get
mainly around comfort times, you know, when people buy me presents and I get lots of food for free. Yeah, weirdly around that time, I feel like I need to head back to Canada. I can't put a finger on it. Now, excuse me as I talk about all these presents that someone bought me.
But yeah, there's no big drama, big tea, nothing like that. No, I haven't seen people.
I'm sure you haven't seen Pete's. Come on. I bet she has seen Pete's because she already said during the Kybella thing that she does secretly see Pete's. She just lies because apparently it does stick up with the whole, like, you know, Muslim trad wife thing where she's not allowed to talk to, like, any man that's outside of her family and Salah. That whole thing that she's pretending to do. Because, like, she seemed fine when she went driving around Kuwait to go to, like, McDonald's and all to speak to like, random meal servers in restaurants to order food from them.
Pete's. I've just been with my family, and
sure.
How much a plane ticket cost from Kuwait to Canada? Okay, it depends, like which airline you go with.
Fucking travel guide, Foodie Beauty. Oh my god, what a way! What a way to try and dodge the question. How much does that cost? Well, it depends on like numerous factors, such as airlines. They were asking how much you paid. That's literally it. Jesus.
I go with usually Qatar or Emirates, and it's usually I did go once with like a cheaper one, and I was like, never again. No offense.
Lufthansa, I think you mean because you were talking about Lufthansa before. I'm sorry. If I usually go with Emirates, and if you go with Emirates, it's usually and then you just stop the sentence and just moved on.
Like, you really feel the difference if you're traveling for that far. You want to be comfortable. You know, same thing with buying 2 seats. Like
I like to be cheap because you're sitting in a fucking plane either way. Like who gives a shit?
Honestly, I'm just gonna like come out and say like I actually like decided that I'm always gonna have 2 seats. If I need to buy it, that's what I'm gonna do because like I
wonder how bad this video is that she's going to show if she's just like, fuck, I need to finally just say, okay, yeah, I have been buying 2 seats. Like she actually finally needs to be honest about it.
The best flight ever. So because of that, I was so comfortable.
Even I had spillage room.
It sucks being elbow to elbow for 14 hours.
Does it?
No, I don't like the weather here, but
that's why you book like an aisle seat and then you're not elbow to elbow. There you go. That's it.
Excited for the new year? Yeah, babe. Thanks, babe. So yeah, it's about, I don't know, it depends. Maybe like it depends, but especially around the holidays, it's a bit more. It's definitely over $1,000.
Oh wow,
over
thanks.
$400 even. Why are you doing it?
That's not even that much. Like, okay, I know it came across as incredibly privileged, but I'm just saying, based on the way she talks, she always makes it sound like it is like the most difficult thing in the world, and she's claiming that she is paying for like the luxury brand. 1,000 Canadian dollars is really not much. Like, especially when I'm playing, like, because I pay like I don't know, like 650 to 750, like that's pounds each time I go to Japan, it's usually kind of floating around that area.
Stealth bees. I need to be stealthy. People are insane. Do you guys blame me? Seriously, look at what people have already done. Try to track my location with a phishing scam.
Yeah.
Apparently somebody drove down here already.
I think it's ridiculous that she's referring to it as a phishing scam. Like, I know it kind of is, and I've always said that I don't agree with it. I do think it's kind of weird. But I just love that she's referring to it as a phishing scam. And at the same time, not realizing how stupid it also still makes her look. Like I said, I don't think the person should have done it. But she is the person who got tricked by someone showing him going like, Chantal, they've found you. They've caught that you're in Canada. Follow this link for the evidence. And because she's so stupid, she did it. So people like claiming, because I did watch some of Pete's live stream for after this, where he admitted that with his full chest that he lied to his audience, and he happily lied, and he would gladly do it again to protect her privacy, and he has no shame whatsoever in lying to protect Chantal whatsoever. Really, really good start, especially when you're like lying to protect someone like Chantal, someone who's genuine like a piece of shit. Whilst Pete certainly tried to claim the moral high ground on literally every issue that's ever existed. He then went on to a spiel about how he hopes that the person who doxed her dies painfully in a fire, and then he paused and he's like reiterates it. And yes, actually, I genuinely hope that person. I hope he fucking dies in a fucking fire. I was like, all right, Pete. How about you chill? Just a lot. Like a lot. I kind of got bored because then he started playing a video game and he barely talked about it anymore. I don't know. I might watch the rest of it in the background and see if he says anything else about the situation. But after about 20 minutes of ungodly boring gameplay, I just was like, then I'm good. My favorite bit was at the start where like, I don't think anyone had said anything for 2 minutes and he just like stared at the screen and goes like, what am I early or something? Did people not expect me to stream? And he's like so annoyed because no one showed up because why the fuck would they? It's Pete's. It's Pete's for a video game live stream as well. People usually only show up for Pete's when they want to show up to like, I don't know, poke the bear, try and like make him rage, ask him questions about Foodie Beauty. That's like when he gets the most attention. When he's doing like a slow ass like visual novel RPG, why the fuck would anyone watch him at all?
Like you, if you were me, you would be worse than this.
Yeah, also the person she said drove down to her apparently was FFG. Apparently FFG had shown proof though on Twitter that it was like a pre-planned trip before anyone knew that Foodie Beauty was coming back. I find it weird that she's like saying someone already did that because everyone knows who FFG is. If you know Foodie Beauty, you know FFG. So I find it weird that she's being kind of odd about that, but I guess it's her trying to do her like no drama challenge, even though this 100% is drama.
Maybe I should just enjoy like the whole holiday that I'm in Canada on camera.
Yeah,
I just went live.
Maybe you should.
I just went like didn't go live or didn't post anything like because I was actually planning on not going like coming online again until honestly like probably after I got home.
Yeah.
So
which means you're trying to hide that you were in Canada. It's just really weird. That's why people get interested in stuff like that, because if someone acts in like a really weird way, people are like, I wonder why they're acting in that really weird way.
Like back in Kuwait. That's like, you know, people call me a liar and whatever because I withhold a lot of information from them.
Well,
so they
fabricate
things, which ironically are lies. But you're right. I'm not.
Well, not actually, because it's not a lie. If they're fabricating things because you're giving them like two puzzle pieces and they kind of draw the puzzle piece they think goes between the two of them, that's not a lie. That's some speculating. It's not actually a lie. For someone who likes to try and play semantics with this, you're really bad at it because you actively do lie. It's not withholding information from you. Like, you actually lie. Withholding information, would you be saying like, hello, this is Salah, and that's it. And people are like, oh, is he your husband? It's like, I don't really want to get into that. Well, that's withholding information. But saying, no, he is legally my husband. We got married on this date, but also I guess kind of this date because you changed your anniversary at one point because fuck if I know why. That is lying. That's why people get interested in it. If you're just like, he's my partner. If you just said that, that's it. People will be a lot less interested. If you came out and said, oh yeah, I'm on a visitor visa, or whatever it is, or I need to go back every couple of months and I don't really want to talk about my status. I just, but every couple of months I need to leave the country and I'll come back. I think people will be a lot more forgiving than say, no, I am basically a Kuwait citizen. And it's like, then why do you need to go on visa runs? Who said I'm on a visa run? It's like, well, you, when you go every 3 months and talk about issues with visas and shit like that and how you can't get a job because you would need them to apply for a visa for you. That's why we know you're lying. It's not withholding information. You made up your residency.
I'm not obligated to share anything. I don't like staying away from like my husband and my pets for too long. It's just, I don't know. I know it's like, well, you're away from your family for a long time. I know, but like I have my own personal family now as well. You know,
Do you?
So my aunt was like, you should.
My hamster. It's so sad.
bring a whole bunch of dill pickles back because we don't have the same pickles. She's like, just take them out of the jar, put them in Ziploc. Imagine going through customs with like all kinds of pickles. What do I keep hearing?
Wow, was that a personality type? Imagine having pickles. yeah. Fuck, that is so depressing, bro. Imagine being away for a week, and I guess this was the highlight of the live stream, was her talking about pickles.
Things.
What are those?
It's like there's something under the table, but there's no one here.
Sure.
Could be haunted.
I was pretending there to be there are ghosts near you. Is that a personality type too?
I might pay with cash. No, I haven't had wheelchairs.
Huh?
I think you have to live in Ottawa to get those anyways. Jet lag, I have jet lag really
So you
bad.
can travel.
No, Pingu, I don't want to move to Canada. I don't.
Yet.
Not for a while, not for a long while.
Why do you seem so sad? No, I don't want to go to Canada. Yeah. For a while. Why do you instantly shrink in on yourself the second you're answering that? Surely you should be able to go like, nah, not really feeling it right now. Honestly, I like being a kid. Why can't you say it with any passion and emotion as opposed to like, no, I guess not.
Well, if I do, no. It's like bittersweet every time I come here. It just reminds me of like a life of a time where my life was different and like my beliefs were different.
What?
And why is there a tray of chocolates and I didn't notice that until now?
Oh, she has a personality.
It doesn't suck. It's just like, it's just not, I don't know how to explain it.
It's so pathetic how she can't. This is what I say about the withholding information / lying thing. Because she is genuinely struggling to think of a lie as she is saying this shit. Because you should be like, no, Canada doesn't suck. I like Canada. And that's it. That's all you need to say. You could just say, no, I like Canada a lot. No, I like Canada. I like Cuba. That's it. That's it. That is what a normal person would say. There are things about Northern Ireland I like. There are things about Japan I like. There are things about America I like. There are things about Scotland I like. That's it. That's all you need to say. It is so bizarre that she has to be like, this Canada. No, it's. I don't know. It's complicated. It's like, it's not. You're trying to like play a character here. You're trying to act like you really love the Middle East and its best vibe and all that shit you usually say about it, even though you're clearly miserable there. You're trying to pretend to like it more than Canada. So you have to feel like you want to put down Canada, but you're genuinely struggling to talk about anything negative about Canada.
I miss Julia, yeah. Can you exchange? And listen, there's no rule, Harlow. I'm sure there's going to be like Muslims who say, you know, you shouldn't even like wish somebody Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. That's good for them. Here's a halal cookie. But for me, like, I'm going to.
Here's a halal cookie. You're the one who's criticizing people for not wearing like headdressing and shit like that. What?
What I'm going to do. There's even some Muslims who have a Christmas tree because they like the tree. They like the festive vibes, you know, but they don't partake in worshiping Jesus on this day.
Remember she did that big spiel when she was in Thailand, when she went to that like ancient temple, and she's like, I don't know anything about this temple because I'm a Muslim and this is not my belief, so I refuse to look into it in any way. Then why are you sitting here being like, oh my god, stop acting so like strict about being a Muslim?
You know what I mean? I think the intention matters. What do you think of this silly lady? I'm not going to give that person attention, but it's just so sad. Like, how about you go look up what a takfir is? And that's exactly what you are. It's like you can't sit there and call out somebody for not being a good Muslim when you're like a takfir. You're basically, it's one of the biggest forbidden things in Islam is.
I didn't cover this person at all. I think I saw like fucking maybe half a video on her. She is like some woman who is pretty much doing a Chantal. She's like a late life revert, and she is like going after Chantal a lot. And I don't know, she just seemed cringe. Like, I generally don't go into a lot of the side characters, like, because I know a while ago, like apparently a friend of Chantal's showed up who kept calling her like corn fed or something like that. And I remember like kind of watching a little bit of hers because it's like, oh, maybe I should do like a reaction to this and talk about this. And I just looked at it, I was like, nah, I don't fucking care, bro. You're kind of a weirdo yourself. I think a lot of people who are involved in Chantal's like life or come out as like super hard, look at me, I'm an expert in this, and try to go really hard at her. It feels like a lot of it's like that woman who did the mukbangs. Well, I think I remember talking about her on stream before, and everyone was just like, bro, don't even fucking watch her. She's absolutely useless. And I think I ended up watching one of her videos. It was like, maybe it was the right time I was getting ready to go to Japan, and I needed like a filler video to film. And I remember watching it and going like, oh, there's literally nothing here, like, at all. It is just someone pretending to be Foodie Beauty. And that was it. And it was just so uninteresting. I was just like, what's... I don't get it. I really don't get this.
Telling another Muslim, accusing them of being a kafir. So let the person just sit there and say kafir, kafir, kafir all they want. Nobody cares. Like, really, I really don't care. Like that.
Well, you clearly fucking do.
My New Year's resolution is to not give a shit. But
wasn't that your 1 week ago resolution when you were doing like no drama challenges? Isn't that what your challenge was?
yeah, it wasn't a long break. Was it a week? Even a week? I don't even know. It's the longest break I've ever taken.
She nearly said, was it a month? Because for her, probably felt like a fucking month. Because she's addicted to like attention. I actually need to check here in the background to see what she actually got for her return stream in terms of super chats.
AdSense money? I don't know. I don't really care about that, honestly. Actually, I had to like convince Allah to let me stream because he was like one of the conditions for me coming here.
I'm sorry, this weird cringe shit. Oh, actually, I don't care about money. You talk about it like fucking constantly. Oh my fucking god! I just had a look. Well, I'm back. She made £9. Wow. What, Joe? Fucking wow. That's terrible. Fuck.
For the for that was basically like for
her highest viewers was 980, which is like I can't remember the last time I've seen her go over 1K. So 980 is pretty damn good for her. Her average viewers was just like about 490 though, which isn't amazing like at all.
The holidays was basically that I wouldn't stream or go live.
Wow.
But I was like, you know what, I really miss you guys. So yeah, it's hard.
I had to live stream again because I miss you. Please give me attention.
It's hard staying offline, but I don't know. I kind of like it, so it feels weird being back right now. I don't know why people are so like comfortable. They believe something, but they have no proof of it. It's like weird. Like you don't know, like how he feels about it. He does not want me to be live right now, even. So
why wouldn't he? He's the one who like pushes for you guys to like live. But he was the one who's like pushing her to do live streams that were at least 4 hours. Remember, where she would be like, "All right, yeah, I think we're finishing up here because I'm pretty hungry." And it's all a bit. How long have you been on? 2 hours? Another hour. He would come in and genuinely just tell her, "Nah, you haven't worked enough today yet, bitch. Get back on it."
Thanks, Mars. So yeah, I missed you guys too. Yeah, teardrop. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a few things live, but then I think I'm gonna just like go back to uploading more and going live more like when I get back home. I think. Yeah, I did have to ask him to go live. No, like permission. Like I didn't ask permission. What do you mean? I said like basically. What? Yes.
I love she tripped over her own story like 3 times in a row there because she was like, "Fuck, I don't even know what I'm going for here with him having to tell me I'm allowed to go live."
One of the agreements, like part of the agreement for me to come here is if I don't go live and everything, because he knows, like he was scared for my safety. Will you consider?
What would going live do to your safety, especially when you usually go live sitting in a car in the middle of the woods? How would you not be safe? What?
Hosting maybe a Beezer Fest.
Remember the way she said she couldn't go back to Canada? This was like, I don't know, maybe a time or two before she ended up going back to Canada. I can't remember when exactly it was, but she said she couldn't go back to Canada because she would be murdered for being a Muslim. Do you guys remember that? She claimed she couldn't walk down the streets of Canada safely because she would be murdered because they would look at her and they would know she's a Muslim and murder her.
Beezer Fest? No. Maybe. There's too many crazy people. It's really sad that like you can't do fun things like that. Because it's just not safe. Like, no, I don't want to expose myself to potential.
What do you think's going to fucking happen? I wish I could meet all my Beezers, but it wouldn't be safe. What do you think's going to happen? Do you think a reaction channel or like a hater cares about you enough where they would show up and like, I don't know, shoot you or something like that? What? Bro, like, I'm just going to say, that's kind of a narcissistic approach where it's just like, I would be in danger because these people would come for me. And all the time Chantal's been online, the most approaches she's ever had have been from like viewers, like Beezers, like that crazy woman at the gas station, or that what was the guy's name who came and like sat in her car, and I remember because Karate Joe was being like, "Don't let him in, COVID exists." Like I remember that they were like Beezers, and apart from that, the only other time she's ever had any interaction in real life with like anyone has been FFG, where she even said herself FFG was like friendly with her, She was like taken back and she like invited FFG for poutine. So like her only experience with a hater in real life has apparently been positive.
It's sad, but it's true.
It's not. See, this is where you're lying. Remember the way you said you don't lie, you just withhold the truth? This is you actively lying because you're acting like your life is in danger.
Respect his wishes. Well, it's not like he's like, no, when I'm doing it anyway. We discussed it and I like convinced him that it would be okay, But even now, I'm not sure.
What? Why would you convince it okay if you immediately start hinting at what area you're in, what house you're in? Because I'm sure the aunt has been doxxed too, because everyone in her family seems to be fucking doxxed.
I know, it's like 5 people sniping. It's like they're like vultures. Like, oh yeah, something's content. Yeah, I still made my, I'm making a visa run. I don't know why people are so obsessed with that. I must be the only.
Imagine if you were like, because this is a 1.25 speed, and I'm assuming JustSayin must have sped it up or stuff. I hope fucking she did. But like, imagine if you were stream sniping this in real time. This is so fucking dry. Even like. I'm actually going to bump it up here to 1.5 because this is actually very dry.
Only person on the internet that people wonder about that. If I'm on a visa run or not. Like, okay, I don't know what the big deal is. Like, let's say you found out that.
Because you made it a big deal. That's why. Because you claimed that you were basically a citizen of Kuwait, that you were a full-blown resident of Kuwait within like a week of getting there, that you were legally married, and then you hinted that you weren't legally married, and you kept changing it back and forth, and then you had to leave exactly every 3 months. That's why people are curious about it, because you're making it such a big deal. Like, strangely, anytime I have gone traveling whilst I've had this channel, when I went to Poland, when I went to Scotland, when I went to Japan, South Korea, wherever, anytime I travel, I didn't have anyone going like, "Oh, Potato Man, what visa are you traveling on there?" Like, suspiciously, no one was asking me that question. It's almost like it's because I didn't make a big deal of it, and I'm happy to say that I was on a fucking tourist visa.
Okay, yeah, I was on a tourist visa. Like, what would you do? Would you celebrate something? Or I'm seriously curious. What did I lie about Lucy? No, I'm seriously, I want to know. But
well, that because the whole tourist visa thing is because that you aren't actually married. Because if you were married, you would need to have a tourist visa. That is literally it. I wouldn't understand, because the only reason you aren't doing the I'm on a tourist visa thing is because it would prove that you're not married. Because if not, what would that be? It's not even personal information. It's obvious information.
Yeah, exactly, Mars. I mean, I did a video at the courthouse getting married. I don't know what more proof, like, you know? And some people were reporting on the whole...
Well, I did a video of me getting married at the courthouse. You took a picture outside a courthouse. That's it.
Why are you dishonest with your viewers? You had to have known you were going home for the holidays. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Actually, no. It was very last minute. So I would say there was one time after I had my flight booked that somebody asked me one time if I was going to Canada. And I said no, because if I say yes, people are going to try to ruin my life, okay? They're going to be waiting for me here. Okay. They're going to be, like, calling immigration. You don't know how crazy these people are. So anything I...
They're going to be waiting for you here. What? No, just genuinely. What do you mean by that? You think that you said, I'm going back to Canada? Are they going to spend 24/7 outside the hotel that they think you're going to go to, or the airport they think you might land in with, what, a sniper rifle? Like, what are they going to do to ruin your life? What are they, even by like them, imagine they say, okay, someone is actually nuts, and they decided to sit outside the airport the entire time until they saw Chantal, and then they took a picture of her and said, lol, here, she's fat, look at her without filters. Would that ruin your life? Would that be such a big deal? It would actively ruin your life. Calling immigration, what would calling immigration do to you? You're a Canadian resident. You are Canadian. What would immigration do? Would they be like, no. So off back to QHR. Would they ban you from the country? You're a citizen of that country.
I do to throw people off my scent, I'm going to do it, even if it makes me look like a liar, because I don't have a choice. Like, I really don't. So that's exactly the only reason. Not because I like lying to people and misleading people. It's because I need some privacy. I think that's the pizza.
Then why do you lie so much? Surely if you just liked privacy, wouldn't you just, like, not mention it and just move on with your life?
Let's have a chocolate.
Oh my God. She hears a pizza shop, and the first thing she does after her little rant is need to comfort herself by eating chocolate.
Say, Nutella. You don't say, can I have some newts? He's like, can I have some nuts? I went to Pennington's. Okay. I got this shirt. It was on clearance. And I got 6.
Remember, like, this is the woman who just claimed that she dropped, just casually. Just one day I decided, oh, why not? During the Christmas rush, I'll just fly back to Canada. Why not? But she has to make sure to point out that the top, she can only afford it because it was on clearance.
6 pairs of underpants.
What? Sorry, what?
It was on clearance. And I got 6 pairs of underpants.
What?
Like the really comfortable boy short ones.
What? Why are you telling me this? I got 6 pairs of undergarments. Underpants. Oh, okay. Who's this for? Like, what? Is it for Pete's? is this for Pete's to try and get him hot? Like, who is this for? Why are you telling me about your underwear? The cute boy shorts. Boy shorts are great. It wouldn't make a difference what cut you're wearing, because I don't think I'd be able to see it, because your fat blocks everything down there. It wouldn't matter if you were wearing, like, actual fucking prospector leggings. I probably still wouldn't be able to see them.
It's 3 pairs for $25. I love underwear.
What the fuck is happening? even just once again mentioning the price. I love underwear. Yeah, 3 for $25. It's like, okay. What the fuck?
Like, I love buying new underwear. I just love them. Nothing like nice, fresh underwear. No, I didn't get much.
My underwear is so fresh. Have you ever tumble dried your underwear? They're fresh after that too.
For Christmas because I was coming last minute. I said, listen, I'm Muslim, you don't have to buy me gifts. Like, and I'm insisting.
I'm Muslim, don't worry guys, you don't have to buy me gifts. Apparently showed up there last minute. How was there any time for conversation?
Next year, it's not happening. I like make sure I have a lecture with my family.
So next year's not, so you're going back next year then?
I don't want you to buy me gifts. But I don't think I explained.
It's just so weird that I keep showing up at only Christmas over and over and over again. And I'm like, guys, I don't want anything to do with Christmas. Oh, you sillies. Bro, embarrassing.
Detail about it. I just said briefly. Like, I think they don't think it's like bad for them to buy me gifts if I'm Muslim. So.
Well, why would you think it's bad for them to buy you gifts if you're Muslim? You're saying you're not celebrating it. You did this whole big defense earlier on. So why do you think it's bad if they did buy you gifts?
Is this the wheelie chair? I'll know when I get up. I never said I like.
Is this a wheelie chair? I'll know when I get up. Are you so fat you can't look down? Is this a wheelie chair? I'll know when I get up. How about you just put your feet on the ground and push back a little bit, and then you'll know if there's wheels on it. That's like proper fat behavior. I'll know when I stand up what type of chair this is.
Like, I know I don't act like very decent a lot of the time, but
all the
I
time.
never claim to be.
Well, you do, because you talk down to people and condescend to people and like exposit your like virtues over them. So you do. Like if you thought you were a piece of shit, you probably wouldn't do that.
I'm definitely struggling with the morality side of things for sure. We'd be waiting for the. Oh, hold on a sec.
Oh, pizza! Pizza! Is it check first? Is it a wheelie chair?
Hi, how are you?
Is that modest? Well, do we consider that modest? Because I nearly saw butt cheek.
Thank you.
See the way she's talking to a man there at the door? I'm just saying, she claimed that's something she's not allowed to do.
Hi.
Hey!
Mind if I do?
Why can you not bend over? Look at this.
Hi.
She just has to spread her legs to drop. She can't even just like bend over normally. She walks straight-legged.
I know, this is bad.
Is it a wheelie chair though?
Whoa, look what happened.
What happened? Wow, look what happened. What? Look at her go. Is she back for a second drink?
There's relish here.
It's ketchup, but okay. She's going back to Cuba? This white guy would love my kitchen. There's relish here.
Yeah, diet.
Oh, thank God she's saved, guys. Don't worry. I know, Sansa, put down the pet. Like, you're Sansa over there being a fucking weirdo by tracking her calories. Sansa, she's drinking a diet Pepsi. She's fine.
I'm gonna bring some.
She's deep breathing from walking to the fridge, but she's fine. It's a diet Pepsi. Her life is saved.
What's this for?
To stop the box crushing the pizza? Look at the size. She's 500 pounds. Why is she trying to pretend she doesn't know what that is? She's probably eaten at least 20 of them in a rush to eat pizzas before.
Yeah, I tipped.
Oh, sure. No, you didn't. You said you were going to pay in cash, and then you just kind of wandered over, and you didn't give him cash, so I assume you paid by card. It's just, bro, literally just looks like a pizza. What's special about it?
Check to see if I've got the snow.
What's special? Is that pepperoni?
Thank you, Mama.
Is that pepperoni? So, did we forget the whole Muslim thing again? Because that's pork. Is that pepperoni?
She apparently went to Farm Boy. I don't know if there's Farm Boy in Montreal. Does anyone know? No Farm Boy in Montreal.
That's the FFG thing, yeah.
Well, then maybe she was just going to Farm Boy, but.
Oh, was it pepperoni or was it fucking? Did she finger ketchup onto that? That's a fucking experience. There's definitely pepperoni under there.
It's thick cheese. It's so good.
Is a Cornwall pizza literally just fucking loads of cheese?
Just freaking corn. See, Canada trip. Think of all the places. Listen to this: Harvey's, Pizza, all the Cornwall pizza places like Riverside and Louise. Philo's.
Why do you care?
It's heavy. I could hit someone with this.
Why would?
Those are African things, yeah.
Those are African things. Okay.
The person who lives here loves African stuff. I have no face, like jaw, so for my teeth, I have to go under. Mine are the same size today.
What?
Well, thank you for the $1.99. I really appreciate it. I do. And
anyone smokes what? Anyone smokes knows you're high. Sal doesn't care. Chantal's traumatized back scratcher. I bet it's gonna be back scratcher based on that picture there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm assuming she's high then.
Ow. The freaking table assaulted me. How many did I have? Oh, art! You like it, Apple? Sorry, ECB. Oh, I'm getting sick? Yeah. I think I am. I think I am, like, kind of like, you know, there's...
I'm guessing the implication is that she's high. I have to admit, I think maybe it's because of the editing, because the editing's very jumpy, but I'm not seeing it as easily as I would. Maybe if I sat down and watched the actual live stream, it'd be more obvious for me, but I think maybe the jumping doesn't make it, like, overly obvious. Like, because it kind of just cuts to her, like, giggle laughing, which is something she does do a lot when she's high, but because it's edited, I'm not sure, you know?
Getting sick with, like, a virus, but then for me, like, I get run down sick. It's hard to explain.
I love someone mentions her being sick, and then she's just like, oh yeah, I'm sick. Like, immediately, she's like a child that you reminded was pretending to be sick. It's like, oh yeah, I'm so sick. It's like, you were fine a second ago and you're eating your pizza.
This is Philo's pizza.
I don't know what that is.
It's very good pizza.
I only know Marco's.
Do I have something on my face? There's no tissue, like...
Fat. You have fat on your face. She's gonna be in a...
Having a fat face and a hijab is, like, so annoying.
Maybe you don't have a fat face.
Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Is that it? Okay, yeah, you know, I think it'd be funny if you're one of those people who rush to, like, streams like that, because it seems like it was boring as all fuck. I don't know how I'm looking at my time. I'm over 50 minutes, and I don't know how I managed to do that for, like, not a huge amount. So I'm probably gonna go back through this and see if I can try and cut a little bit out, because that's kind of ridiculous, honestly. But I don't know, maybe it gives you guys something to listen to. Maybe something to listen to whilst your family's being annoying. Anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.